The Lakers have gotten off to a really rough start to the season, so today I'm going to be trading everybody, as last year they ended up missing the playoffs, and this year it looks like they're on track to do that again. So we're going to start it off by trying to find a trade for LeBron James. For some reason, no team in the entire league wants LeBron, so we had to take matters into our own hands, trying to make our own trade. Starting off with the Golden State Warriors. I feel like Draymond would be ecstatic if he got to play with LeBron, and I was trying to make his wish come true, but ultimately I couldn't make a trade happen. They just didn't want to make a move with me for some reason. I feel like I was being reasonable, but they just didn't want to make a trade. So you know what? I just decided we'll move on to another team. We went to Phoenix. We know CP3's trying to win a ring, so they ultimately ended up taking that trade. Now, we went ahead and tried to find a trade for Anthony Davis. There was quite a few offers, but this one for Tyrese and Buddy Hield looked really good. The Lakers finally get Buddy Hield from all the trade rumors. Now let's go ahead and let's try to trade Patrick Beverley. 21, can you do something for me? I'm sorry. All right, we got PJ Washington. You get the joke because Patrick Beverley wears 20. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and try to trade Russell Westbrook. We have offers from the Hornets and the Rockets, and ultimately I take the one from the Rockets because it clears up cap space. That's really the only reason why. Let's go ahead and let's try to make our next move. We got a trade for Thomas Bryant. We get a pick, and we also get Kennedy Chandler. Now, we are swapping our pick with the Pelicans, so if we're bad this year, that means they get the pick, and I don't want to be that bad, so I made a trade for D Rose. He can help us out this year. Then I went ahead and traded away Lonnie Walker. I ended up getting yet another first-round pick and Boban Marjanovic, so that was a solid move for us. And I was trying to sign Melo to help our team out some more, but he didn't want to take our offer. For some reason, he wanted 10 mil, even though he's unsigned. 2K needs to fix that, but you can probably tell by this rotation, our team's not going to be that crazy this year, but I did add Earl Jenkins out of free agency. He's 24 years old, a 78 overall. I thought might as well go ahead and sign him. I also sent Tyrese to mentorship so that he could get some more badges from Derrick Rose. Now let's start off the season. Yo, my voice was getting real raspy there. I need some water. I'm gonna start sounding like Doc Rivers. Anyway, getting into the season, we were absolutely terrible. Y'all saw all the L's to start off the season. I don't even want to really elaborate on that. We didn't have any players winning any awards. Nobody ended up making all defensive or all NBA teams. Overall, this season was a rough one for us, but it's a transition year, and we had Earl Jenkins on the all-rookie team. I knew that pickup would be good for us, but looking at our overall record, we won 31 games on the season, which might be better than what the Lakers do this year. So you know what? You know, we did all right. We had some solid players on the team. For some reason, Cam Johnson and PJ Washington were mad, but Justin Holiday was lit, so we'll be all right. Then moving on to the playoffs, Damian Lillard had a chance to finally get an NBA championship. He's facing Trae Young, and he got cooked, unfortunately. Now going to the draft lottery, the Pelicans do have our pick, so we'll just skip to the results. Phoenix somehow gets number one. Remember, that's the team I traded LeBron to. They've already got CP3, Booker, and LeBron, and somehow are the 9th seed. That's crazy, but I went ahead and traded away Buddy Hield for Ricky Rubio. I'm trying to get rid of salary and also add draft picks with a multitude of moves there. Y'all see the vocabulary. My English teacher would be proud, but we're going through and we're doing a plethora of trades to try and add a bunch of draft picks, trying to add some solid role players to the team, and also I wanted to try to move up in the draft with all those picks I had just gotten. So I went to try and make a move for the 3rd overall pick, packaging together a bunch of draft picks along with Earl Jenkins. I mean, he's coming off the all-rookie 2nd team selection, and we were able to get that 3rd pick. That's when I realized I didn't import the draft class and I didn't want to draft Gordon Westbrook, so I went ahead and traded the pick. But this is honestly kind of good because now the Suns won't have Wembanyama with Bron, Booker, and AD, and we were able to get Robert Williams, an 86th overall player. Then skipping on to team options, we picked up the options on both Tyrese Halliburton and Derrick Rose, and then went ahead and let the rest of the players go. I traded Derrick Rose for some more draft picks. We're going to try to make a big move move later to add another star player to this roster. But in the meantime, we've got cap space heading into free agency. I'm going to make an offer to James Harden to try and add him as our other guard alongside Tyrese Halliburton. And then I also made an offer for RJ Barrett. He would be a great player for our young core. And both of them actually ended up accepting, but RJ Barrett is a restricted free agent, which means the Knicks were eligible to match their offer, and they did that. So I used the remaining space to go ahead and sign Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond is a beast in 2K, and y'all remember he was making all-star teams a couple years ago. And Andre Drummond does end up accepting that offer, so he will be on the roster for us this season. I went ahead and also added Danilo Gallinari, and I added Javonte Green. We needed some good role players, so I went ahead and signed both those guys to help out our depth. Now we're going to go ahead and try to get into some more trades. As you see, this is what our roster looks like right now, but I definitely think there's some room for improvement. I went ahead and traded Robert Williams for Benedict Mathurin. I know Benedict's a lower overall, but we could use him in a future move, and he has high potential. Now looking at the Pelicans, Zion Williamson isn't untouchable, so I knew I had to try and make a move. I included DeAndre Ayton, and then just tried to add as many draft picks as I could. Zion Williamson would change everything for us. He could be a legitimate star on this team, and we were able to get the trade done, and now we have a big three of James Harden, Tyrese Halliburton, and Zion Williamson. Really a big four when you add Andre Drummond. And then you see Zion Williamson. He is going to change this roster so much for us. He shoots nearly 70% from the field in 2K most of the time. I mean, you can see off the start of the season, we're doing much better than we were last year. We got two guys on the all-star team, Zion and Harden. So this is looking up. This is looking to be a great year for us as we pass the trade deadline, and we're already near 40 wins. Remember last year, we only won 31 games. Now going on to these season awards, you see all these other guys who won awards, but Tyrese Halliburton got an award for us, averaging nearly 14 assists per game, and then Zion was All-NBA second, and Tyrese was All-NBA third. A big season for both of those guys as we won 61 games, improving our record by 30 games and also being the #1 seed in the West. As you can see, Zion, Harden, Tyrese, they were all putting up big numbers, and the assists were there for both Tyrese and Harden. They were really playmaking for us. First round against Houston, this should be easy work. This Rockets team is not ready for us. We go ahead and beat them in a gentleman's sweep. Then the Minnesota Timberwolves, they've been having a lot of drama this year, and we sweep them. Now we're in the conference finals against Ja Morant and the Grizzlies, and as you can see, the Grizzlies got off to a hot start, winning 2 in a row, but it didn't matter. We took 3 in a row from them. We won't be seeing them grittying on our logo anymore, as we're gonna go ahead and win this game in Game 6. We get the series win, and Tyrese Halliburton is the conference finals MVP. Just look at those numbers. Absolutely ridiculous. As we advance to the NBA Finals, 35-17 for Tyrese in the elimination game. This team is just so nice, and Terrence Ross even pitched in 18, and I think it was an automated signing from the CPU. Now we're facing Cleveland in the NBA Finals, and we take Game 1 convincingly, winning by almost 25 points. In Game 2, it was a bit closer, but we still won. Zion dropped 34. Gallinari pitched in 22. So now we're up 2-0 in the series, and the Cavs end up taking a game, but now we're up 3-1, and there's no 3-1 comeback for the Cavs this time. We win the NBA Finals. James Harden gets a ring and a Finals MVP. Drummond gets a ring. Zion gets a ring. Tyrese gets a ring. Why am I naming off every player on our roster? I sound like Oprah. You get a ring, you get a ring. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day. See you in the next one. Peace.